Yebo, welcome to Watch Me Build It. I apologize, it's been a while since I brought you a video. It turns out lockdown is way busier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd be doing watch reviews all day long, learning to play my violin, painting pictures. I'm working really hard. My wife and I have got our work cut out for us, educating our 3 young men at home, but I'm enjoying it tremendously. I really am. Today I'm bringing you something that I've been waiting for a while. It is the MilSub build. If you've watched my review of the AliExpress homage to the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s Rolex 5513s, you would have seen that my plan was to create a MilSub build using the 5513. So what have I wanted to achieve? I've wanted to create a sword hand MilSub styled watch that apes the 5513, 5517 Rolex Submariner MilSub. I used the base, the 5513 homage off of AliExpress as the base for the build, and then I used a set of hands that aren't built for this movement. So the handset that I've used, beautiful sword handset with orange patina in them, but they're built for an ETA 28-24 movement. The movement in this watch is an ST1612, a Seagull ST1612. So there's a bit of modification that needs to happen. The 2-hour hands on those 2 movements are the same size. The diameter of the post for the hour hand, same size. There's a cross-pollination of those 2. It's perfect. The minute hand, the diameter of the hole in the minute hand for an ETA 28-24 is 0.1 millimeters smaller than the diameter for the hole of a minute hand on an ST1612. So I bought the specialist little file. There's a different name for it. I'll put it in the bottom of the screen what it's called. And I use that to gently mill out the hole in the minute hand. And then the second hand is the opposite. The post, the sweeping second pinion that comes up and carries the second hand. The post for an ETA 28-24 is substantially wider than that used on the ST1612. So you'll see what I do. I literally take a pair of tweezers and I crimp the post closed, creating a smaller hole, and that does the job, and I managed to get it on. The final part of the build is a beautiful seatbelt nylon Nato strap from AliExpress. At the bottom of the screen is the name of the store where I bought it. I chose to go with one that was grey with a black edge, just to bring a bit of interest to it. I think ultimately it works very well. I have tried this watch subsequently with quite a few straps, and it is a strap monster. It works well with almost anything. So let's flip this camera, let's turn it around. Come and watch me build a Rolex Submariner MilSub homage. So, what do you think? Did I crack the code? I think I did. I really like this watch. I need to point out a couple of things that I discovered while building this watch. The base watch from AliExpress, the homage to the 5513. I have discovered a couple of issues. First of all, you will recall when I did the review, I had trouble with the crown that really wouldn't take onto the crown tube. I tried amending that when I did this build, and I found the crown itself to be of really poor quality. The portion of the crown, the female receptor where it screws onto the actual stem, the hole that took the stem was off center, hence resulting in the crown being off center. Because it was off center, the wall of that tube was very thin on one side and it actually split open. As a result, I've had to order a new set of crowns and a new set of stems off of AliExpress. When they arrive, I will show how I do the installation of that. It'll be a nice little how-to video. There was a problem though on the quality. The other thing, when I opened the case back, was when I discovered that the movement holder is simply a very cheap plastic ring. Now Seiko use plastic ring movement holders, but these are done brilliantly. They fit the watch snugly, they're always made really well to fit inside the case well. This ring is as cheap as chips. There are plastic bottle lids that are made better than this movement holder. The net result is it doesn't hold the movement and face in place really well. That for me is a huge fail on the quality front. The third problem, I'm going to insert two shots here, is with the engraving that I found between the lugs. Thank you to Peter, he's one of my subscribers, he pointed this out. There's engraving between the lugs that is actually more than homage. It's actually, it actually speaks about Rolex. It speaks about a Rolex design. So it's a giveaway that these watches are probably just sterile dial versions of fake Rolexes. That for me is a substantial issue. So as much as I love this watch, as much as I like these homage watches, I'm going to need to retract my support for them. I would suggest rather there's a brand new Invicta that's come out that looks a lot like this. Jody of Just One More Watch does an amazing review of that. That's a great alternative. If you're willing to spend a bit more, Steinhardt do an homage to the MilSub that is well worthwhile. And if you want to spend a bit more still, Nato have an amazing homage as well. I'll put photos of those up in the corner while I'm speaking about this. This build has been a lot of fun. This is a watch that I'm definitely going to wear. I'm toying with the idea of possibly buying a better movement, putting it into this watch because I love the case so much. Would I recommend that you buy more of these watches? You know what, if these are rebranded fake watches, then maybe that's not a good idea. But nonetheless, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching me build it. And look out for my next episode. My next episode is going to be another build where I build a Romega that I really enjoy. Thank you for watching me build it. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and come again to watch me build it not too long from now.